you say a little prayer in the Anishinaabe language. And I'll translate it for you. But this is just a good Sunday prayer if you're interested in, that kind of thing. Gitche Manadu. Great Spirit. Miigwech Kakina Gegu. Gaiji Chigean Nungom. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech Gaiji Webak. Thank you for the weather. Miigwech Gaiji Gijaguk. Thank you for this day. And Miigwech Gaiji Bimadaziyan. Thank you for my life. Miigwech Bezandawiya Gitche Manadu. Thank you for listening. And this is your Sunday morning ANAMA'E, your Sunday morning prayer. So, welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture too. I'm happy to be here with you today to speak Ojibwe. Wayndom G-A-I-on Homanungun in English means I'm happy to be here today. That's all I wanted to say in Ojibwe. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And with us today, once again, as she is every day, as I am every day, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Ikadon Boozhoo Weenie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Oh, you look just cute this morning. Get out of here. And over here, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Ikadon Boozhoo Niji. Say hello, brother. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. And yeah, it's nice to see you. Welcome to our ANAMA'E-GIIZHIGAD prayer day. Sunday. And hoa, MJ Schuler is here, sweetie. Well, BOOZHOO, MJ Schuler. Mino Giga Jabe, good morning. Welcome to the show. And Wigglebutt Farm is right here. Hey, Wigglebutt. Hey, Wigglebutt. Wiggle your butt in. Have a seat. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Sit down by the fire with us. It's prayer day in Indian country. Oh, it's a good day to be indigenous. It's a good day for fry bread. Yep. It's a good day to die. No. How you doing, everyone? Today is, of course, ANAMA'E-GIIZHIGAD prayer day on Sunday. So we started the show with a little prayer, a little guitar music. And today is a day that we pray to Gitche Manadu, the Great Spirit. Huh, sweetie? Sure do. Also known as God. Gitchimanadu. Gitchi means great. And Amanadu is a spirit. The Great Spirit. And then if you're gonna go to church, you read from the Gagikwe Mazine-i-Gun, the preach book, or the Bible, huh, sweetie? The Bible, you set the book for me. I stand on it up, the Bible. What kind of song is that? I don't know. I think we sang it in like summer camp. Summer camp. Did you go to a summer camp, a Bible summer camp? I did. I went to Oak Hills Bible Camp in the summer. Oak Hills. Oak Hills is if you're not from around here, it's a Christian Bible college in Bemidji-Gamug. You're in Bemidji, Minnesota, in northern Minnesota. And every summer when I was a kid, they had vacation Bible camp. And you'd show up for a week and sleep in these barracks. They'd wake you up to the sound of taps. Some guy actually would come out in the morning with a trumpet. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. You have to run out to the flagpole, and they'd raise the flag, and you say a prayer, and it was like the army. Yeah, you know, it was probably kind of like boarding school too, I imagine. But and then you start your day. You'd learn the important stuff at Bible camp, like archery, and canoeing, and swimming, and camping, and tetherball. And one summer we even learned how to sail. They actually got their hands on some sailboats. Yeah. So, and one summer we even had guns. They taught us small, BB guns and 22s. Bible camp. They were training Christian soldiers, I guess. Yeah. You had to learn all these skills. Why? Because you're going to Bible camp? But and chasing the girls too. Yeah, Bible camp was great. Gagikwe Mazini-i-Gun, the preach book. Gagikwe is to preach. Preach it, sister. Yeah. And then let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, so ANAMA'E means prayer. It's the thing. ANAMA'A means to pray. There's an Episcopal church here in town that's got some Ojibwe sign, and I think it says ANAMA'E-GIIZHIGAD or something. To pray day. I'm like, you guys got the wrong word. And I hope I'm not speaking out of school, but I heard that they got some broad running that church. Really? Yep. They got a lady pastor, or lady, whatever they're called, priest. Well, how progressive. Yeah, progressive. You're going to progress yourself right into trouble there. I heard that the ladies ain't supposed to be in charge of the church. That's what it said in the Gagikwe Mazini-i-Gun. Does it? I don't know. I heard that. I never actually read it. But today I want to discuss prayer, to pray, and nagamo, to sing. And you might ask yourself, Nanaboozhoo. Well, you wouldn't ask yourself, Nanaboozhoo. You might say, Nanaboozhoo. Whatever do you mean to sing? What does that have to do with prayer? Yeah, what's that got to do with anything? What does it got to do with anything? I'll tell you what it has to do with. Singing can be a form of prayer. That's why they have hymns in church. And that's why they have drum music and sweat lodges. And even powwows. I mean, if you were to ask your average powwow singer, it's like, are you guys praying? They'd be kind of like, well, yeah, kind of. We're worshiping, I guess. We're not just, making the sound of the heartbeat of Mother Earth. like everyone likes to say. Wait a hey, wait a hey, wait a Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Natasha. No, get out of here. But yeah, I think to sing is a type of prayer. You can sing, words that pray for help and thanks and stuff like that. But for me, singing is such a spiritual thing, really. I think that's why so many people get self-conscious about singing. Yeah, no kidding. It's not so much that people are like, no, I have too much respect for beautiful voices. I would hate to be judged on that. There's something deeper. Like, people don't want to sing. They get really embarrassed because I think that's part of their soul, or part of them, they're not recognizing it. But you kind of know, it's like, this is more than just making noise. I'm singing. It's my soul. That's why they call it soul music. You got to use your soul. And when you sing, I think you are praying. That's why... that's probably why there's so much Satanism in music too, huh? Yeah, you could be singing to Satan. Right. Like Led Zeppelin. You sing for sweet Satan. That's a real thing, by the way, you guys. Check it out. I've done it before. Back in the good old days. Here's a story for the kids. Back in the good old days, we used to have records, right? These round black discs that you could play music on. And if you physically turned them backwards, you could listen to that same music backwards. And so there was an old story that this completely overrated band called Led Zeppelin wrote a song called Stairway to Heaven that had backwards messages. And if you played the song backwards, you could hear that they were saying that they worship Satan. And so, of course, me and my buddy went, well, yes, I had the album, so I turned it, and we did that thing, and sure enough, you can hear it. I sing for sweet Satan. I sing for sweet Satan. And there's a number of albums that are like that, where you can turn them backwards, and it's a little message of, it's not like you're not being paranoid. So singing, music, in fact, I heard this once too. I don't know if this is in the Bible or where I learned this. I didn't read it, but maybe a Bible person told me that Satan was a musician. He was the head of the music in heaven. And so, for whatever that's worth. But like a prayer, to me, praying isn't just talking to God. We were talking about this the other day. What is prayer? Is it like a genie? Is it like I Dream a Genie? Yeah. Is it a little belly dancer who lives in a bottle and when, comes out when, what's his name? Hackman? Some kind of Hackman. When that actor would rub the bottle and a blonde lady come out, do, and you just get wishes. I don't think that's what prayer is supposed to be. But you can pray for stuff. You can pray, please help me, heal me, show me the way, forgive me. You can ask for a lot of stuff. It's okay, I think. But for me, I think a lot of times when I'm praying, number one, this is for the kids. Grown-ups already know this. But think about it for a second. What you're actually doing, you're talking to God. You're talking to Gitche Manadu, the Great Spirit, right? This is the Creator. This is your father. The guy who made you. And so most of the time, what I end up doing is just thanking him for Natasha and Michael and my house and my cat and my health and for paying my bills and, teaching me how to play guitar and stuff like that. I just start thanking him for stuff. I've been really lucky. And the weird thing is, here's a little trick. If you don't want to come right out and say, "Oh, please, Holy Father, who art in heaven, bestow on me all your great riches and abundant," if you feel stupid doing that, just start thanking him for everything you have. Get creative. And even thank him for the stuff you wish you had. So let's say you don't have a good job. And you're not happy where you're at. You're in a crappy relationship. You get a bad job and you're not making enough money. Thank him for always being with you and providing for what you do have. And ask him and say, "Thank you for getting me through all the hard times. And I pray that if it's of your will, help me get through this hard time. Show me the way to live happily." And just be real about it and step back and wait and just open your eyes. I don't know. I think that's kind of how it works. I kind of wish the Gagikwe Mizini gun was better at explaining this stuff. Really? Oh yeah. I got family members going to be really put out by me saying this, but I almost think that Bible's overrated. No, how dare you? Yeah. There's a whole lot of stories and kind of, I don't know. It gets very dense. There's a whole book of nonsense that goes on after Jesus died. Some of you kids might not know what the Bible's really about. Is Jesus. Hey! Yeah. Or is it? I mean, the Old Testament's about the creation of everything. Genesis is about how the world got created. And I can talk a little bit about that. But then they tell me that it's all leading up to, there's a big destruction, the big flood and all that, and everybody gets wiped out. Earth repopulates. And they keep talking about, hey, and guess what? God's Son is going to come to Earth. And sure enough, God's Son came to Earth. And he came with a message. He was like, hey, good news. I bring the good news of my Father's kingdom. Everybody, it's going to be all right. I'm here now, and I'm here to remind you to be nice. Love your enemies. Love your neighbors. Don't lie. Don't kill. Don't be all nasty and immoral. Straighten up. And it's going to be all right. If you be like me, if you follow my way, my Father prepares a place for you in heaven. You're going to be okay. Now, a lot of people have kind of focused on all kinds of stuff in that Bible. And people have gotten very uptight about it. And a lot of people have just thrown it out the window. They go, it's just a silly old preach book. That don't mean nothing. I got a science book. This tells me everything I need to know. And that's another religion, actually. What's that? Scientism, Scientology, whatever. People who believe in the Big Bang and worship Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah. The patron saint, Bill Nye, the pervert guy. Yeah. Or really, Einstein and Galileo. You know, there's names in science just like there's names in the Bible that people go, ooh, King David, wow, that's our guy. Yeah, okay. But as the story goes in the Bible, Jesus was the Son of God. And he was born from a lady named Mary in Nazareth, wherever. And he was crucified. He was the nicest guy who ever lived. And he loved everybody. And he could walk on water. And he could heal people. And he could talk to God. And got 12 disciples. And had a Last Supper. And then they killed him on a cross. And there's some people who can't get over that. You know, they got crucifixes hanging up all over their house. Ooh. Yeah, we get it. But that's not the important part. The important part is 3 days later, he came back to life. That's what next week's all about, Easter. We should do an Easter show next week. Yeah, okay. Next week, tune in for our Easter show, where I, of all people, will tell you the real Easter story. Back in the days of the grandfathers, there was the Easter waboos, Easter rabbit, and he laid eggs Easter rabbit's a boy. Yep. Well, boys don't lay eggs. The rabbits don't lay eggs at all. Oh, yeah. I am starting to think that story is nonsense. Probably some more pagan, just like Santa Claus, pagans coming in. But anyway, so next week's all about how Jesus was killed, but he came back to life. And then he ascended into heaven and said, hey, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to prepare a place for you. Be good. Don't forget I love you. Your Father loves you. It's going to be all right. I wish I could hear more Christians kind of talk about. By the way, this is all good news. No, don't worry about Satan's running the world. You're all going to die. Go to hell. Like, cheer up. You weren't created to, you're probably being led astray for sure. But Jesus was So today I'm on I think I'm going to go down to Sunday school again today. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play with the kids. But I want to teach them how to sing. I'm going to teach them how to play guitar on play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Oh, yeah, it's a good one. Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's all about Jesus. Mary is his mom. Anyway, I'm just kind of droning on. Gagikwe Mizine a preach book. Sweetie? Yep. Want to take a call? Well, sure, I'll take a call. What line? On line 2. Line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Sunday morning prayer day edition, whatever, of BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air. Hey there, NANABOOZHOO. BOOZHOO. Hey, BOOZHOO, Keanu Reeves. Sweetie, it's that guy from The Matrix. Well, hi, Keanu. Welcome back to the show. Hey there, Natasha. Nice to see you again. Hey, NANABOOZHOO. I was wondering if I could ask you a question. Yeah, sure, anything. What do you think about the Bible? Do you think it's a literal book you should take seriously? Or is it just like fairy tales? I used to think it was just fairy tales when I believed in the Big Bang and that. But now I actually think it's true. But what about the flood? You can't flood a globe. Yeah, well, I'm sure science believers will be like, oh, you could with gravity. But I don't believe in a globe. I believe in what the Bible describes it. Fixed, immovable, with a firmament dome over it. Oh, that's gnarly, dude. I'm going to have to read that Bible. Yeah, you should read it. Hey, you want to say hi to my girlfriend? I'd really rather not. It's all right. I know she's all old and nasty, but I don't even care. She's an artist, and she's beautiful on the inside. Hey, honey, why don't you come over here? I want you to say hi to NANABOOZHOO. What's that, Sonny? I'm on the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast, sweetie. Why don't you come say hello? Okay. Hello. Hello, dear. Oh, hi, Keanu Reeves' girlfriend. Who is this? It's NANABOOZHOO. What now? NANABOOZHOO. I run a live stream podcast. We're talking about the Bible and that. Oh, the Bible. Yes, I got to get ready for church. Sweetie, I got to get ready. Will you help me? Oh, no, I pooped my pants. Keanu, you want to help your girlfriend? Oh, that's okay, darling. I'll help to clean you up. We got to get ready for church, NANABOOZHOO. I'm going to have to talk to you later. Okay, I'll see you later. All right, Gigawabamin, Minawa, NANABOOZHOO. Yeah, you do, buddy. Gigawabamin, Minawa. Hey, he spoke Ojibwe. Yeah, he did. He must be learning. Yeah, good old Keanu. I wish he'd quit dragging his aged girlfriend. She always poops her pants. She can't help it. She's old. She's not even that old. She's like in her 40s. I don't know. I halfway suspect he brings her on just to shame her. Why would he do that? Because she's a terrible artist. What's going on down here? Only 2 today? Anyone else? Is there anyone else here? Is there anybody out there? Yeah, when we do an early morning stream like this, nobody watches. There's 3 people here. But that's okay. There's 3 of yous. There's 3 of us. That's a show in my book, sweetie. Yeah, huh? So today, I would like to teach from the Ojibwe ANAMA'E-GIIHIGAD, the preach book. You gotta lay down some truth. I'm laying down some Deboywin. All right. If you like, you may throw out the Bible completely. That's your right as an American. You don't have to listen to me. You know? But this is just for the people who say they read the Bible and believe in the Bible, but also believe in science, in the Big Bang. So, in Genesis, in the beginning, God created, you know how it goes. God created the heavens and the earth. These are all from the Bible. Or Exodus. What? I thought this was Genesis. Anyway, these are the days of the week. God created the earth in 7 days. Or 6 days and took a break. On the first day, God separated light from darkness. Almost cryptic. Totally cryptic. There was evening, and then there was morning. On the second day, God separated the waters above from the waters below. Pretty reasonable. People read that and just move on, not thinking a thing. What do you mean? Well, what I think, this is when the firmament got put together. There was water everywhere, and he created a firmament to separate waters above the firmament from the waters, the oceans and stuff. A big dome over us. On the other side of that dome is water. Then God gathered the sea together and caused dry land to appear. He caused seed-bearing vegetation to appear too. So that's when he divided the seas from the land. And he made the land start growing, vegetation, grass and trees, and corn and wheat and grapes or whatever. And on day 4 here, and they don't understand it. They got this ridiculous picture of outer space. But he said, he made the sun and the stars, the moon, to be signs for seasons and times. Okay, good luck in this model, having your stars be for signs and seasons. That only works if it's stars are in the firmament and moving around our flat, immovable earth, realm, whatever. So he puts the sun and the moon and the stars after he separated the oceans and the land. You're following me, Christian scientists? Earth is already here. Now he creates stars and the moon and the sun. On day 3, there's no such thing as a sun and a moon or stars, right? We're not floating around in outer space. But these guys don't know it. Then on day 5, God created the birds of the air and the fish of the sea. Now he starts to put fish, we can go fishing finally on day 5. But you can't yet till day 7 because there's still work to do. Well, there's no people yet, I guess. But there's birds in the air, fish in the sea on the 5th day. On the 6th day, God created the land creatures. And at last, he made mankind. And then he made Eve, and he picked her up and spun her around on the beach there, I guess. That was the 6 days. Then he made, Adam and Eve. On the 7th day, God rested. Put up his feet and was like, oh, that was a long week. It's been a hard day's night, And he blessed this day, and he sanctified the 7th day too. But the Bible, anyway, says in no uncertain terms that the moon and the stars and the sun were placed in the sky after the earth was separated from the ocean. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth. I'll make this smaller. La la, do 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 do. For in the 6 days the Lord made the heaven and the earth, the sea, and all in them is, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath and hallowed it. Okay. I mean, that's what the Bible says. At no point does the Bible say it. And on the 1st day, God created a big bang out of nothing. Nothing exploded and created everything for no reason. And on the 5th day, he set the globe into motion around the sun. All that's nonsense. Dr. Evils is back. Bonjour, Dr. Evils. And, hey, Brian Souls here. Why are we so early, Mike? Hey, Mike, how come you're so early? Don't call me Mike. Michael Lyons, rockstar cartoonist. Mr. Lyons, how come we came on so early? You tell me. Because you got to take a shower and get ready for church. Because you're going to go into the old Muka'am Bible Chapel. The little humble reservation church. Yeah, we thought we'd come on early and, get it out of the way. We also got to record the radio spot this afternoon. Yep, it's going to be a busy day. It's a busy day of work around here. Mr. BOOZHOO, we need Sylvester Stallone to give a motivational speech in confrontational way. Yeah, that's pretty much how he does it. To other phone callers, he needs to confront Pope Francis or Jussie Smollett about their ways. Yeah, what would Sylvester Stallone have to say to big old crybaby Jussie Smollett? I can't imagine Rocky tolerating that kind of crying. Yeah. Did Rocky ever cry? Well, in Rocky 2, he gets in that fight with Adrian. Oh, yeah. You want to hear me say it? You want to break me down? I'm scared. All right. Oh, he cries when she goes into a coma. That's right. She goes into a coma on Rocky 2, and Rocky learns how to read. Yeah, that's right. Rocky teaches himself how to read while he's in the hospital. He won't leave her bedside. And he tries to read, and at first he's just barely can read. And by the time she gets out of the coma, he's a better reader. I mean, Sylvester Stallone just never pulled out any stops for sympathy of the Rocky character. You know, he's just dumb and lovable. Preach on, Mr. BOOZHOO. Give it to us. And hey, we have 3 viewers and 3 thumbs up. It's only 100% approval rating. There you go. I'd rather be approved by 3 people than disapproved by hundreds. Yeah, I think everybody feels that way. Yeah, probably. Da-da-dum. But yeah. So, Bible says the earth was created like that. And there's a lot of Christian Bible believers who will say, yeah, no, Jesus is literally true. That is not a metaphor. That is exactly what it says. But, you know, of course, there was no such thing as Adam and Eve. That part of the Bible we don't take seriously. It's like, well, how can you pick and choose which stories you want to believe in? Because that's how I think, Satan gets everyone to stop believing in the Bible. Because, all Christians believing in science. They go, well, you can't have it both ways. Who's correct? And then like all these Christians be like, well, science explains how, and the Bible explains why. Like, no, it doesn't. The Bible doesn't even explain why very well. You know, it's kind of like a historical record of stuff that happened and then passed down word of mouth forever. Because here's the other thing, like Christians, they all love the Old Testament stories of like David and Goliath. And they go, yeah, David, King David, he's a great guy. And but then they read the story of David fights a giant. And they go, yeah, that's a great story. And they go, well, did he really exist? Yep, he sure did. We know for sure. Did giants exist? No. What? The Bible says giants existed and would fight people. What do you mean? Well, I'm sure they just meant a big guy. They didn't say a big guy. They said a giant. What's up with giants? What? I wish the Bible would be more explicit. Back in the days, there were giants and there were normal-sized people. Because blank. But they don't. You just hear little whispers in the wind of this magical place in history that had chariots and swords and wine by the barrel and giants and angels that would come and speak to people and healers and crazy stuff. But then something happened and everything got normal, we think. Oh, no, God doesn't speak to people anymore. Oh, really? Does it say that in the Bible? You could read into that. Oh, well, that sucks. How come God doesn't speak to us anymore, but he did to every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the Bible? Well, that's because we got the Bible now. You don't have to hear God directly. You can just call the Pope. Yeah, no kidding. So, I don't know. I believe in the Creator because I believe in creation. And I believe in the Bible literally. I don't believe in the people who speak on behalf of the Bible, especially if they're educated in like a college or something. I think they're the worst kinds of people to be speaking about the Bible. I think we just, as normal human beings, look into the Bible, have fearless conversation. What's it say exactly? Can we take this seriously? And mostly, you know what? I don't even care about most of it. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting to read about a flood, but I heard that Thomas Jefferson, or one of those guys, made a Bible that was just the Jesus stories, just the Jesus teachings. He might have even taken out the miracles or something. But I started thinking, you know what? When I was a kid, a lot of those Bibles would have everything Jesus said was written in red ink. And it was really the most interesting part. And I think, you know, who even cares what anybody else said? I only care about what Jesus said. I don't care about Simon Peter. Oh, look at me, I'm a pope. I was Jesus' best friend. Really? Seems like Mary was his best friend, but okay. Hey, Nancy Schmatzy's here, sweetie. Well, hi, Nancy. BOOZHOO and Nancy, welcome to the show. I'm just kind of thinking out loud some of my questions about the Gagikwe Mazini-Iga in the Bible. The preach book. You know. What else we got going on here, sweetie? Do we have anybody else calling in? I don't think so. So what do you think, baby? About what? About the Bible, science. Oh, here's one. Which is the one true religion? The one true religion? Yeah. Which is the only path that will make sure you go to heaven and not die forever or get tortured forever or whatever the bad thing is? I'd have to say, Christianity. Christianity? Yeah, it's the religion that worships Kiss. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not. That probably is the one false religion, which I'm a member of their church. Do you think there's one religion? I don't know. No. I far be it for me to say who's not going to heaven. You know, I can't believe that all the Muslims aren't going to heaven. Yeah, it's hard to believe. You know, I was raised to believe that, nope, just us. You have to be a Jesus follower or... Like, did Jesus say that? Yeah, he said, I am the way and the truth and the life or the light or something. Like, yeah, those sound like metaphors. No, that means you have to be a Catholic or you go to hell. I don't think so. No, that means you have to be a Seventh-day Adventist. Oh, isn't that advantageous? Yeah, I don't know. If I was going to talk to a little kid, it's like, don't even worry about it. I think there's a lot of arguing and people get their feathers all ruffled up. Oh, I'm a Protestant. I'm protesting. Oh, I'm a whatever. Everybody wants to belong to a certain camp, a certain political party. But what good old Jesus had to say, Yeshua, is another one of his names, Emmanuel. His word was always, he called it the good news. He wasn't here to scare you. He was just here to remind you that God loves you. That you're not in trouble. You know, just pray, get to know him. If you can learn a little bit about him from the Bible, great, read the Bible. If you can learn about him from talking to your grandma, that's probably a pretty good way to learn. But it isn't so much just learning about him. Learn about what he said. He said that our Father, his dad too, lives in a place called heaven, which apparently is everywhere, and that he can hear your thoughts. He doesn't even say that, but you can pray without even talking out loud. You have access. You can communicate with the Creator. The one who created you, the one who created this beautiful Sunday outside, the one who created everything, even Kiss music. Hey, that's sacrilege. Paul Stanley created Kiss music. No, it's not. God granted Paul Stanley the ability to create such unforgettable music to bring joy to the world. Joy to the world. It's time to rock and roll. No. But that's all I think the Bible's about. And the one true religion, nobody knows. Everybody says their religion's the one true religion. There seems to be a one true God. I'll go that far. It doesn't seem like there was one. There has to be just one creator of everything. You can't have competing creators. And, the Bible talks about Jesus and the devil. It talks about good and evil and heaven and hell. And then there's a bunch of stories about Jesus coming and healing someone and saying, hey, it's going to be okay. Go and sin no more. Try to be more like me. And, I know that sounds arrogant, but he was very humble, except for being the son of God. But in a way, we're all the sons and daughters of God. That's true. So, I don't know. When I used to go to Bible camp, it was always kind of in the background, the counselors, and there was always like one old guy who was a pastor or something who would always bring the conversation back to Jesus when I was a kid. And then, we'd go fishing. Jesus was a fisherman too, huh? Well, he helped the fishermen. I think he was a carpenter. Oh, that's right, he was a carpenter. But that one day, here's a Jesus story. All right, that's what I should have did today. What's that? Tell Bible stories. Oh, we can do it next week. Okay. Here's a quick Bible story, and I'll let you get up here. Back in the days of the grandfathers, Jesus was all grown up by this time, and he came back to his hometown of Jerusalem or somewhere. I don't even know. But there was these guys. There was Simon and his brother, somebody, and a bunch of fishermen. And in those days, they would take a boat out and they would throw a net over and, net fish. It wasn't like today, how we natives never just net walleye. So he fished the Indian way, just throw nets in there. But they couldn't catch any fish. And they hadn't been able to catch any fish in a long time. And Simon owed a lot of money, and his wife was getting after him, and he had a lot of stress. And so Jesus comes walking up, and they just come in from fishing. And he said, hey, boys, how's it going? I'm like, not bad. That's how it's going. We went fishing. We couldn't catch any fish. And he goes, listen, my Father in heaven, we're looking for fishermen of men. How about you fellas follow me? I need to spread some good news here. And they're like, yeah, whatever, teacher. I got work to do and I got bills to pay. And, no thank you. He goes, listen, go out there and put your nets in the water one more time. I told you. There's no fish. He goes, just do it. I got a feeling you might have better luck this time. So they go back out there and they throw their nets over. And Simon looks at him like, yeah, okay, whatever. And Jesus just kind of smiles, you know. Pretty soon, that old net, it just fills up instantly with fish. So much, it's just bursting. The ship almost capsizes. All the guys have to jump out of the boat, you know, and they're all scrambling to throw all this fish in. More fish than they could possibly. It's just ridiculous. It was the greatest fishing catch of their lives. And they bring the boat in like, oh, wow, I can't believe this. We got all the fish in the world. We're saved. I'm going to be able to pay the bills now. And Jesus is like, yeah, you're saved. You don't know the half of it. Why don't you follow me? I'm going to tell people how to be saved. And you're going to be okay. And they're like, wow. Well, you did make the fish just basically jump into the nets. Let's see what else you got to say. And then on they went to find more guys to travel around and spread the good news. Anyway, here's one of the stories I've heard. Sweetie Pie, you want to get up here? You got it. Should I play the sad song so you won't feel like making jokes? No. I gotta. Okay. On this prayer day, here's a song by Pink Floyd called Wish You Were Here.
Oh, I love this song.
Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. This is dedicated to whoever you're thinking about.
Yeah, huh?
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, or a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cold breeze, cold comforts for change? Did you exchange a walk-on part of the war for a lead role in a cage? I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in the fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. How we found the same old fears. I wish you were here. Oh, what? BOOZHOO! Oh, it's really pretty out here. Thought I better say a prayer. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. That's what they tell me. Asema. Tobacco. Get you Monadu. Miigwech. Miigwechka Bamadazian. Thank you for my life. Miigwechka Kina. Miigwechka Iji Kakina Geku. Ka Iji Chikean Nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech. Kakijaka. Thank you for this day. Dush. Miigwech. Kage Gashkan. Kage ni Gashkan Damoan. Thank you for healing my grief. Kichimanadu, Takawi Dukawishan, Ando Minawe Nungum. Help me to speak well today. Toshmi Quach Pesadawi Egg. Thank you for listening. Amen. Ape Inge. Ape Inge. Amen. Ape Inge is the Ojibwe for amen, but I don't know what amen means. I think it probably means I'm done or something. But that's what we sometimes say when we're done praying. When I was with the Indian guys, sometimes when they get done praying, they say, Miumanik. Miumanik. That's enough. Miumanik. Oh, miigwech. That's enough. Thank you. My, We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground, and how we found the same old fears. You ever do that? You make a big change in your life, and you think everything's going to be different, and then soon enough, it's the same problems. Remember years ago I moved away. I went to Boulder, Colorado. I left all my friends and my family. And I wasn't really going towards anything. I was running away. And I just thought, you know what? I'm not happy here, so I'm going to make a big change. I'm going to move to a new town, get a new job. I'm going to get a new apartment. I'm going to get new friends. Everything will be different. And then it has to be better. I have to get happier because it'll be different. And within about 6 months, every same problem I had followed me all the way there. My loneliness, my depression, my grief, my frustration, my fear. Yeah, I lived on a different street and I had different bills I couldn't pay. And I had different people I wasn't kind of, But I heard something about the Bible. They said, when you're weak, he is strong. When you're at your weakest, like when you're sick, people who are like really sick and stuff sometimes have strong spiritual power. You know, their prayers go lightning fast into the heavens or something. But I think that's true too when you're just failing. If you're just failing in life, you're just bad luck, you're in the abyss, you're in a... When things just won't go your way, and it seems like you don't have a friend in the world, sometimes I think that's when your prayer voice is louder. I got no way of knowing this, except... And they always say this, it's always when they say there are no atheists in foxholes. When you're just about to die, everybody gets real faithful. Like, oh, God, help me, But it can be like that when you're really sad or really broken or just not way off the path. I think that's not only the most important time to start praying, but maybe even the most effective time. There's a reason why they say get on your knees and pray. I think it's because you usually, knock to your knees before you think of praying. But that's why I think singing is like prayer when you're happy and when you're not trying to just ask for him to bail you out. Oh, please, I've screwed up my life again. You gotta help me. I'm in so much trouble. Please, just this one last time, But also, let me say this from your old Auntie Natasha. Let's call this Natasha's moment of Nabwakawin. Nabwakawin wisdom. Wisdom is the thing you get by making so many mistakes in life. by just walking the road long enough, you get wisdom. And it's more important than intelligence. People want to think, oh, my grandpa's so wise, like he's so smart. No. Your grandpa's wise because he's made every mistake in the book. And he's learned from it. So wisdom comes with getting older. And so this is, lay some wisdom down for the children. Prayer. One of the things I've learned, and I think Jesus talked about, sometimes we get distracted with all the bad news that's in the Bible and in Christianity and the history and, all the scary stuff you hear about the Vatican and priests and all that stuff. But the story that Jesus kind of wanted to tell the kids was, by the way, your Creator loves you. Loves you. He wants to see you crush. He wants to see you get everything you want, as long as it's wanting good stuff. He wants to see you be as happy and loving and loved and abundant, Think of your Creator as, how much you just love your little puppy. A little puppy just, or your little kitten. That's nothing compared to your Creator. He made you and he's like, oh, she's the best. That's my little daughter. So if you need to pray, and you do, actually we all do, pray every day. Pray all day long. Right before you eat something, close your eyes and go, Creator, Great Spirit, Gitchimanadu, whatever you want to say. Thank you for this food. It's so delicious. And it's so healthy, and I'm good. I'm so lucky I have food. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And some of you go, well, what? I made that sandwich. My mom bought the peanut butter. Well, yeah, but God made peanuts. So thank him for your peanut butter sandwich. Start thinking of everything you like and thank him for that. And then focus on the things you don't like and ask him to help you through it. In a way that you don't have to feel guilty. And I say this because sometimes I felt guilty. Like, who am I to ask for anything? I'm not going to boss around the creator of this flat stationary plane with a firmament over us. I'm not going to tell him to do anything. Like, bring in money. But it's okay. He wants you to ask. I have learned this. I think I've learned this. I suspect this. I never liked asking for money or to become successful or to have my dreams come true. I felt like that would be a really dumb thing to, please God, make me a rock star. I asked for this one simple thing. Make me rich and famous, I never did that. And it probably is dumb to ask for that. But don't let that make you not ask for general stuff. There came a point where I got down on my knees because I was knocked to my knees once again. I was scared and broke and sad and frustrated. And I put out some tobacco and I was like, Gitchimanadu, if it's okay, I don't mean to ask you for something dumb. If it's okay for my life, and it's okay with you, I really love doing the show. And I don't want to work at a job with a boss and spend every day laboring anymore. I want to make a living. I mean, I know I'm not in the house now, but out of the house. And it felt like that prayer got answered. That's a longer story. But it felt like I got a message from the Great Spirit saying, yeah, sure, absolutely. Why didn't you ask sooner? And he blessed me in a way that made me go, oh, okay, I guess we will do this. I'm not sure what I thought he would do, like, poof, okay, here's your live stream. But instead, he brought people to us, from the BOOZHOO crew, Patreon, the book started to sell, Stuff started happening, and it felt like a coincidence, and it felt like he was like, yep, I have been waiting for you to ask. I wanted you to ask. This is what I want you to do. This is a fun life for you, Natasha. I'm happy for you. Go do this. Go teach the kids how to speak Ojibwe and make some people smile first thing in the morning. It felt like, why didn't you ask me sooner? So that's all I need to pass on. In this moment of wisdom, don't be too shy to talk to your creator. Too much has been made of, oh, he's an angry, vengeful God. Vengeance will be mine. All that stuff. Everybody wants to focus on, the dark side of the Force. But, Jesus talked about the light side of the Force. Use the Force, Luke. So let me just say, may the Force be with you. Duh. I better get back. It's so pretty out here. What, you can only stay out in nature so long. Computer! Boop, 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 boop. And program. It's just a holodeck, you guys. Anyway. Okay, BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. You all done? Yeah. Want me to teleport you back to the office? I sure do. All right, hang on. 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number one. Did you just shut off the holodeck?
Oh, sorry. Try it again. All right. One to teleport.
Make it so, number one. Hey, baby doll.
Hi, welcome back.
Thank you.
Did you put out some tobacco?
Yep, I put out some tobacco in the holodeck room.
Yeah, we better go down and sweep that up. I got like 2 days worth of tobacco offering just sitting on there.
I know, I saw the little pile. Well, everybody. Michael, you want to chime in the last minute?
Will you remind them of the books?
Oh, sure. If you'd like to support the show and support Michael Lyons and me and NANABOOZHOO, Michael has books for sale at Amazon.com. Ojibwe language books and comics. Like OJIBERISH, a collection of cartoons in Ojibwe Moan, and the story of a little teddy bear's vision quest called Little Cutie, a teddy bear's vision quest. Available now while supplies last at Amazon.com. And I think we better get moving.
Yeah, okay.
Miigwech Bizandawiyeg. Thank you so much for listening. Dash miigwech Ganawabiyeg. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This over here is NANABOOZHOO.
Okay, miigwech.
This over here is Michael Lyons.
Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Gigawapamin. Minawa. Baby doll.
One to teleport.
See you tomorrow. Make it so, number one.